مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. As we are in the second part of the Ramadan, as this is the part of forgiveness. This is the first was the part of rahmah, second is the part of forgiveness. And subhanAllah, these last two surahs give us a very beautiful example and a glimpse of what we've been discussing. We talked about in the first 10 days about the amras, about the diseases of the heart. And now we are talking about how to cleanse those diseases of our heart. And in these two surahs, Surah Al-Mu'minun and Surah Al-Nur, both of them, Hassan Basri rahmatullahi alayhi has said something that close meaning, that these two surahs gives us a very beautiful example of what is light and what is darkness. And both these two surahs gives us an example of what the description of Nur is and what is the description of Zulumat is. Description of light and description of darkness. In the first surah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is describing that the Nur comes from A'mal, actions. And in the second surah, the Nur comes from belief, called Nurul Iman. Hassan Basri rahmatullahi alayhi is describing the condition of the heart, that when we do the actions of Nur, of light, then we are also attracted to the light. The heart, if it is devoid of that light, then those actions will not benefit that person. That heart must also illuminate with the light of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the light of belief. So to give this example, he says that a person needs two types of light in order to distinguish what is there, what is right, and what is wrong. What is haqq and what is batil. And what is in front of him is a stick or is a snake. A person is full vision, 20/20 vision. But if there is absence of light, that there is no sun, there is no light anywhere, a person cannot distinguish between a stick and a snake. Same way, my brothers and sisters, that Hassan Basri rahmatullahi is reminding us that there is two types of light which a person needs for them to see what is haqq, what is truth, and what is falsehood. Today we have taken what is the greatest fitna of Dajjal, is that a person recognizes what is truth to be falsehood, and to know what is falsehood to be the truth. Today a sister wearing hijab, that she is backward. But the sister who takes off the hijab, she is forward. A brother who comes to the masjid, or he is extreme. But the person who goes away from the deen of Allah, that he is one who is, mashallah, is successful. So we have seen this recognition that it is a light in the absence of light. So he said that there's two types of light which we need in order to distinguish what is truth and what is falsehood. And one light is called Nur al-Iman, is the light which emanates from the heart of the believer. And the other is the Nur al-Quran. When a person's opened the Quran, when it reads the verses of the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this emanates Nur, it emanates light. But if the heart is closed, if the heart is full of darkness, then the Quran will not affect that person. A person, if he wants to learn from the Quran, must also illuminate the heart. This is why he quoted at the end, in Jami' Tirmidhi it comes, an authentic narration, that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is telling us something that closes meaning, that the hearts get rusted as iron gets rusted with water. And so the Sahaba asked, O Prophet of Allah, how can we cleanse the heart? That Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, two things will cleanse the heart. One is recitation of the Quran, and the other one is remembrance of death. These two things will cleanse the heart, that it will take the heart in the condition of nur. When a person makes a sin, a black dot appears on the heart. If a person does not repent to Allah, another black dot appears on the heart. If a person does not repent again, then the hearts get darkened. It means that it becomes black, it is devoid of the nur of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So my brothers and sisters, that this is the month that we need to cleanse this heart. And how can we cleanse the heart, my brothers and sisters? It is for us to read more of the Quran in this month, and also to make astaghfar, ask forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And third thing is to remembrance about akhirah, that we have to leave this world very soon, and we have to stand in front of Allah. And what will be my condition when Allah will ask me all of these questions? How will I fare on that day? This fear is called khashiyah. In the first surah, Allah is describing this is the khashya, the fear that a person has develops in his heart, then how will I fare on the day of judgment? May Allah give us the tawfiq, inshallah, to develop the true nur of Iman in our heart.